there should be a situation where you transfer the copyright, and there can be an agreement. That's why it's important to look what's in your employee agreement.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Hi, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. And as you know, doing Wednesday Wisdom, I will answer a random question on the internet. And today we have a rather interesting question. So we're going to look at it. I will put it on the screen, and then we're going to analyze the question and look at copyrights, the basic rules about copyrights. And if you're in a similar situation, try to also think about this, because this is something that happens a lot, especially people that work in the restaurants. I already told you a lot. But let's look at the question. You see, this is the question. A question on comedian copyright. Doesn't matter. So I was at the restaurant as an FOH staff. I do not know what it is. But the owner knows I take pictures. So in my job description, there is a small part about getting me to take food photographs from time to time. I agreed to this because I was to use the image as some promotion marketing for my own work. The thing is, there's something in the job description, but the question is, what do they have in the agreement between those two? That's really important, because in the agreement, you can decide if the pictures you take during the working hours or for your boss, you give them a license to use it, or you transfer all those copyright to them. That's really important. So if you're taking picture for your let's say for your boss or whatever, put those things in the agreement. And if you transfer all your copyright, make sure he's going to give you some raise or something, because it's your knowledge, it's your experience that they're using in order to create promotion material, if you're in a similar situation. But let's look at the situation. So the issue is, when I post a picture on my feed to promote myself, my boss says I need to take them down and only post the watermark image with their logo, and they would need to approve any copy on my post. Hi. There's a couple of things wrong with this, and the thing is, there's something that you need to look at it. If you look at this, he's saying technically the pictures are mine. You need to put my logo on it, and you need to ask him for permission. When did he transfer all this picture to him? What I'm saying is, if you transfer copyright to another person, it has to be by paper, by drawing a contract. And I don't see that in this situation. And second, why do you need to put their logo on it as a watermark? Because it's your picture. I don't see the transfer. So what he is saying is wrong. If he owns those copyright, he can say that, but I do not see in this situation where they transfer the copyright. That's really important. So if you're in that situation, there should be a situation where you transfer the copyright, and there can be an agreement. That's why it's important to look what's in your employment agreement. So let's look at it. They also mention they own the picture because I was being paid. That you're being paid for doing work doesn't mean they own the picture. That doesn't mean they own the rights. That you're being paid is you're being paid to work. You're being paid to take picture, but doesn't mean they own the rights. The rights are still yours. Yeah. So I have not signed any away any copyright, no paperwork. I have signed said anything about I have signed anything. I think you mean I haven't signed said anything about copyright. I use my own equipment, but I was being paid my 4th hourly rate, a little about minimum wage. Do they own the picture? Can they demand I pull the picture down? Where's the copyright? It seems you answer your own question. You didn't say anything about copyright, so you didn't transfer anything. They do not own the picture. Because you created, doesn't matter if you pay you or whatever, it depends what states in the employment agreement. If you say something about copyright, then it's okay. If not, no. If they pay you extra, they pay you extra. There's nothing in it about the copyright. So, do they own the picture? No. Can they demand I put the picture down? No. Who has the copyright? You has the copyright. It's that simple. So if you're in this situation, Try to figure out, did you sign something about copyright? No? Okay. I create a picture, my pictures. That's simple. Try to, when you create a picture, do not put brands in the picture. Like if you create a picture of a mark and you see the trademark on it, don't put it. If you make a picture and you see the logo of them, don't put it on it. It's that simple. So recap of this. When you look at copyright, it can be complicated, but try to remember this. As soon as you create a picture, you have copyright on it. Yeah, that's the basic rules. If you meet the requirement, you have copyright on it. When someone pay you to create picture, they pay you to create picture, but they do not pay you to give them the rights. That's the two big different things. They do not pay you to give them the rights. They don't have the right. They pay you, but if they want the rights, they have to pay you 3 times the value of the picture. So let's say they pay me $15 to create pictures for every picture, and they want the rights. I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, you want those rights? $45 for every pictures, and then they're gonna think twice. If you do that, the rights will still be with you, and they cannot do anything about it. They cannot command you to do anything like in this situation. So hopefully you get something out of it. If you learn something new, feel free to subscribe in return. If you're new to this channel, if you want to know more about copyright, become part of the Discord. And if you have questions, also ask me on Discord. Just remember, you have to become a member in order to ask me questions on Discord. And I will see you in the next video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be